Hello YouTube, it's me. I am right now in the process of uploading my 38-week video, but I thought that I would do, I filmed that this morning. I thought I would do another quick video, like update, just because I almost feel like I need to do them more often than weekly, because I feel like the time is coming now, I just don't know when. I guess I could go longer, but there's so many signs and like symptoms and stuff, and I'm trying not to drive myself crazy about it. I thought earlier today, I'm just like, I just need to get myself prepared for more time, not just assume I'm gonna go at any minute, you know, not go to bed every night and think it's happening, it's coming, blah blah blah. So I'm trying to change my mindset on it. Sometimes that's easier than others, just depending on what state I'm in, like, you know, not what state I'm in, like where I'm at, what I'm experiencing at the time, things like that. I think that's pretty commonplace for people in general. It's easy to get your mind where you want it to go when you're relieved of some of, you know, what you're dealing with. So I did have contractions all day today. Some were worse than others, but none of them were like terrible. I was exhausted all day. Something that happened to me after so I'm uploading my 38-week update video right now, and whenever I got home from that, I sat down and ate my lunch. I ate too quickly for one, which was not good. I did have a little coffee. I didn't finish it, but I sat down, I ate my lunch. I do think I ate too quickly. And then I got up to start like doing some things because that was the plan for today. And needless to say, I got hit out of nowhere. My heart was racing. This has happened a couple of times over the course of the last few days, and I just keep forgetting about it because it's an event that happens, and then once it's over, it's over. It's not like something that's reoccurring like all these other things that are reoccurring. But my heart was just like racing and acting weird, and I could just feel like my pulse was going crazy, and I just could not catch my breath. I was trying so hard. I took a break. I sat on the labor ball. I eventually like got on like all fours on the labor ball, like, you know, and just tried to like take some deep breaths. I then took my blood pressure. I did take it 3 different times, and I have one of those electronic cuffs, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, people say those aren't that accurate, and they're probably not, but they've got to get, I mean, I don't know. I took it 3 different times, and as I was taking it, I could feel myself calming down. Does that make sense? Like I could feel my heart rate kind of calming down. I could feel like some air returning. It's just a struggle all the time. Like I'm just like, I keep having to remind myself to breathe. That happens. That's not just today. It's more noticeable today, but the last few days it's been like that. I have to remind myself to breathe. So, the first time I took my blood pressure, it showed 134/65, I think. And I'm like, okay, so my high number, or my top number is high, and my bottom number is low. Okay, you know, and blood pressure and me and labor, you know, and I'm like, I'm trying not to freak out or anything. Okay, let's take it again. And I was like calming down and everything. And I just hope and pray that this is not an issue when I do go into labor with this baby. Then I took it again, and it was 124/74 or something. I'm like, okay, took some more deep breaths, sat here, you know, and this was time, like I said, I had been on the labor ball and everything like that. So this had been going on for a while. I sat back up here on the, you know, by the counter, and I'm like, okay. Anyway, so then I went to take it the 3rd time, and it was 120 over like 73, I think, or something. And I was like, oh, okay. That's okay. You know, I'm like, 120 over 80, I think, is normal or whatever. And I'm like, okay, it's not too bad. I normally run kind of low on my blood pressure, but I was like, okay, so that's not bad, you know. So I did have that event, and then, like I said, just all day, I've had to remind myself to breathe. It's like I've been manually breathing all day, and that sucks. And I've just been so tired. So I was going to clean the house today. I knew I wasn't going to get it all done. I'm moving at such a slow pace right now. It's embarrassing. But my husband jumped in. He had asked me yesterday, I think, when we were talking about my daughter going to my mom's house. He was like, well, you're not working. And I'm like, right, but because at first I hadn't realized that I wasn't working. And then I was like, right, but, you know, we can get things done around the house. He's like, get things done around the house. That's all we've been doing. I'm like, I know, but the house needs clean. He's like, okay, so what? And I'm just like, just the basic cleaning. I'm not trying to do anything in depth. There are things that we could do. You know, I also wanted to get the car cleaned, and I forgot. I forgot about that today. I definitely could have done that if I had the energy, which I probably didn't. I have more energy right now than I have all day, I feel like, which is not much. But earlier I could barely keep my eyes open. So anyway, I had given him the list. I said, okay, what I'm going to attempt to do, I said, I know it's not all going to get done, but I said, of what needs to be done, the regular cleaning, I said the kitchen needs to be cleaned, the bathrooms need to be cleaned, sweeping, mopping, vacuuming, and dusting. That's my weekly, you know, I used to do it twice a week. I have a toddler now. I do it once a week. I do it the best that I can and try to just keep the house clean, you know, and stuff. And so after I had my whole event, I noticed he jumped up and he grabbed the paper towels, and I was like, after he was like, what's going on? Where are you? Where's your blood pressure? And so then I told him, and I said, I'm getting my breath back. I hadn't even told him what was going on. He just saw me because he was here. So he just saw me, and he was like, I guess he was wondering what was going on, but he didn't ask. And then when I took my blood pressure, he was like, what's going on? Where are you at? So I told him, and I said, I'm getting my breath back. Like, that got a little old, a little scary, you know, trying to get it back. And he just grabbed the paper towels and off he went. And I could tell he was cleaning the bathrooms. Okay, so I was okay then, and I cleaned the kitchen. And I'm telling you what, he cleaned 3 bathrooms. He vacuumed, dusted, swept, and mopped, like, not in the kitchen. He did mop the kitchen, but anyway, in that time, I cleaned the kitchen. I mean, and when I say that, I wiped down all the appliances. We have a gas range, so we have to, like, take that apart, and, you know, stuff like that. So, like, I was trying to get it really clean in the kitchen because it was pretty dirty, and I have no idea why. It's not like I've been cooking, and it's only been a week, so I really don't understand. But anyway, like, he pretty much cleaned the whole house in the time I got the kitchen done. So I was very grateful for it, but it just goes to show. I mean, it made me feel bad for the simple fact of, I mean, he's like, you know, it's our house. I live here. I make a mess too. It's not that. But just he's doing pretty much everything because I'm pretty much doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. But what I normally do and the pace I normally do it in, which he doesn't mind, and that's wonderful. But it just makes me feel bad because, for no other reason, that I literally can't. You know what I mean? I can't. But anyway, so, and then I did end up laying down today for a while. Just, you know, no one was here. He was outside and stuff. And so I just laid down for a good hour and a half. That was when I edited the last video I made this morning and stuff. And it was just very much needed, I think. I'm scared now. I'm scared that I ate too much for dinner. I tried to keep my portions small, but I felt like pretty hungry. So I hope I'm not sick tonight. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm trying to just like stay positive and not go crazy and just kind of go with it because, you know, she's going to come when she's ready. It's not in my time, it's in God's time, you know, and everything's fine. It's not even that I'm over my due date. It's just all the symptoms that I'm experiencing is just a lot. And like I said in my video before, I know I'm dilated. I know I'm effaced to some degree. All of it is like to some degree. So it just feels like between that and the strength of the symptoms that I'm experiencing every day, it's like we've got to be getting there. We've got to be getting close to there. So it's going to happen at some point. But I'm just trying to remind myself to breathe because apparently I don't do that automatically anymore. And I'm just trying to just, like I said, stay positive, enjoy the last bit of time that I just have one baby, devote as much of myself to her as I can, which may sound weird, but also there's so much that she needs from me or wants me to do and I can't. And she's so good at accepting it. And we just work around and stuff. I'm trying, you know. And it's unnerving because when we went to the hospital to have her, we were in the hospital for 5 days. I have absolutely zero interest in spending 5 days away from my daughter. And I'm believing I'm only going to be in there like overnight, maybe 2 tops. I have been away from her for that amount of time, but not for like medical stuff, you know. It's been like little getaway, me and my husband, something like that. And here comes a contraction. So I have to text my mom. Anyway, so it's just all unnerving, you know, and I'm trying to keep my nerves and my anxiety and everything low. So that's what I'm trying. That's the update. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. I'm going to text my mom. Bye.